Just for a little bit here, just for a little bit.
Well, I'm a veteran. I was a Vietnam veteran. I was in the field. I got to see a whole lot of things that I really won't talk about.
Right.
But this government has failed the veterans in such a way that they've taken our freedom away.
Right.
Taken our freedom away because this government does not support the veterans who have not only lost their lives and limbs and everything else, but a lot of them have lost their minds.
Yeah, they have.
Because of what they've had to live with.
Right, PSD, right, post-traumatic stress syndrome, I know. Yeah.
So, as far as I'm concerned, the one thing this country has always stood for is freedom.
Right.
And the freedom that people lived, gave up their homes and their fortunes to make this country what it is today, to sit down and watch Barack Obama and the Democrats do everything they can to take that away is sickening.
Yeah, it is.
Disgusting.
Yeah.
It's the lowest form of life, in my opinion, is Harry Reid and Nancy Pelosi and Barack Obama. They stand for absolutely nothing.
Right.
Nothing. And they sit down and they want to preach to us about anything, and I'll tell you who's next on my list is the Republican National Committee.
That's right.
Who the hell are they to tell me who I'm supposed to support and who I'm supposed to vote for? I'm voting for Ben Carson. I don't care what anybody says. And if they don't put him in, I will quit the Republican Party.
Yep.
How's that? How's that for an option?
Yeah, I'm with you. I like Ben Carson, and I do like Alan West. Alan West, Ben Carson, that'd be a great team too. I hear you.
Well,
I hear you.
I'd like to see Ben Carson for president, Sarah Palin for vice president, Alan West as Secretary of Defense, and Herman Cain as Secretary of the Treasury. Would America change back to what it's supposed to be? Hell yes, it would.
Right,
and
put Mark Levin in charge of press secretary. Put him in charge of press secretary. Mark Levin.
I'd make Mark Levin Department of Justice.
That'd be good.
Man, you talking about a real American government?
Oh yeah.
A real American government.
Yeah.
So, I gotta run, man. You have a good day. Call me next week and we'll do this again.
Right, and next week we're going to expose, believe it or not, next week we want to expose Hillary Clinton with USS Cole in Benghazi. We want to bring that up for sure. So, well, definitely want to archive this. I want to archive this, what we're talking about right now, but we're going to talk more about that next week. How does that sound for a topic?
That sounds like a good topic. But one more thing I want to say to everyone who loves freedom, freedom is not free.
That's right.
Somebody pays a price to protect it and to make sure that we still have it.
Right. So next
freedom
week
is not free.
Next week for sure, we want to expose the USS Cole because Hillary Clinton was involved with the USS Cole, just like the bombing of.
Oh man, forget Hillary Clinton.
Well, I'm
so sick and tired of hearing lying, good-for-nothing politicians.
I understand.
I don't know what to do.
I understand, but the problem is, though, we gotta expose Hillary Clinton for the USS Cole because she was responsible for innocent lives, just like Benghazi. So we want to talk about more about that next week for sure. So
let's talk about it next week, and you have a good week, a good 4th of July.
You too.
And God bless America.
God bless America. Thank you so much for your service, and thank you so much for being such a great guest. And we got a great show next week lined up for us, so no problem there. So as sounds like a good talk for us to have, and we need to expose it because no one else has exposed this yet, and we need to expose that. And we also need to expose what's going on in Syria as well as North Korea. So we're going to do that for sure. So we're going to do that, and we're going to give you what we're going to talk about next week. So thank you so much, Ron.
All right. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.